Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a casted game of Age of Empires 3, and we've got an Aizamk game for you guys today. He's going to be spawning in here on the left-hand side of the map in the color blue, playing as the Lakota. We're going to have to see what he looks to do here, as he's going to be facing up against, in the right-hand side of the map, in the color red, Aizamk. Definitely not a confusing name to say whatsoever, but I guess we go with Ailey? Ailey? I don't know. Let's go with Ale. Ale? Sure. Let me know in the comments how you would say this name, because I have no clue whatsoever. But anyway, he's going to be playing as the Italians today. A very, very strong civilization at the moment. So we'll have to see what Ace looks to do up against this civilization here. We do have a little bit of water around the edge, though. No fish in here. So it's more of just a little bit of a... I don't know exactly what you'd call this, but I guess technically you can make boats on this. There's just not much of a point because, you know, you have to go all the way around here. But maybe we see something like that being pulled off. I highly doubt it, but it's still a possibility, right? But we've got 4 trading posts on this map as well with some... hill sort of thing in the middle. I mean, it doesn't really look like a hill, right? You look at the mini-map and you're expecting like some sort of, you know, mountain in here, but it's more of just like a little cliff. So, yeah, not exactly sure what's up with the map there. We see we've got some other ones over here as well. But we'll have to see what players look to do here, as Ace, we see, he's opened up with a TP here. Let's see what his first card is going to be. It's going to be the 3 Villager card. He's got friendly territory in here as well. Quite a stacked Age 2 deck here. Not a lot in Age 4. We'll take a look over at Ale. See what he's got coming in here. So he's going to be sending in capitalism first. So we can actually see he's got some, I believe that is... Oh god, I don't even want to say. I think that looks Chinese to me, but I'm probably completely wrong there. But yeah... Italians, they can have a very stacked Age 4 deck here, so it makes sense. Capitalism going to be coming in first. We've also got advanced politicians in there as well, so we have to see if he looks to grab that one. But we see here, he's opening up with the market start, and then building a house, and he's also got 2 Lombards here, going to be constructing that with his architect. Always good to just get them down nice and early on there. But Ace... he shouldn't be too far away from... I believe he's already clicked... yeah, he's already clicked for the age up. So he's going up with the chief there. Now moving all of his villagers across over to the wood. So we can actually see that Ale is still quite a bit behind. But obviously, you know, he's opened up with the market. Going to be grabbing himself all of these upgrades. In fact, he's grabbing quite a lot of them here. He's grabbed hunting dogs. He's also grabbed gang saw. So, you know, he's going for quite a few eco upgrades nice and early on here. Shouldn't be too far behind with the age up, though. We see he's killing quite a few of these ibexes, which, I mean, you probably didn't need to kill these 2. It depends. If you're sticking on this food in transition, then I guess it is worth it. But you probably could have saved those 2 ibexes, just kept the food going a little bit, you know, kept it from not decomposing for as long. But it looks like he's going to be keeping it on the food here, as he's going to be edging up with the governor. So, Lombard almost constructed here, 22 seconds away. Now going to be moving some villagers out here to just pick up some other hunts here. The Gazelle, 2 hunts up here. We will need to bring them in, but we see here, look at this. Ace is going to be going for a forward war hut here. So, he's on a pack of Gazelle here as well. So, he's going to have nice map control right here. No TPs captured for either player yet this game. We see another card going to be coming in now from Ale. Let's see if he grabs the advanced politicians. I would assume not. I think he's just going to be saving it probably for... to be honest, I'm not really sure what he's going to be going for here. Maybe he goes for the Basilica wagon. But Ace, he's already up to the next stage, and we see that war hut already starting to train up some units here. So he's going for the 2 club warriors. Well, he's got 2 in the queue at the moment. He's going to be looking to grab some more, I'd assume. And he's also sending in the 4 Axe Riders. We'll have to see if he looks to deliver that from the war hut here, or if he looks to just send them from the town center, maybe try and take out the explorer here of Ale. But we see 5 Club Warriors, a 6th one in the queue already. It looks like Ace is going for a lot of H2 pressure right here. There we go. 5 of them pop out. Let's see where those Axe Riders pop out from here. He's got them set over here to the War Hut. Looks like his I love how his Explorer is called Magic Shield. Love the name. But we see here, Ace, at the moment, is looking quite strong when it comes to his army. Ale, he's only just aged up. He's sending in that Basilica Wagon, also trying up that Architect. He's got some gold through from his age up. He's got the tower through, so he's gone up with the right age up here to be able to give himself the best chance of defending this. But this is a huge push coming in from Aizamk. Look at this. We got 10 Club Warriors, 4 Axe Riders. It's going to be a dead villager right there. Unfortunately, he does get snared away. That villager, I'd assume, is going to be going down. It's going to be a close one, though. It does indeed go down. The Architect manages to escape, though. More and more villagers going down. We've had 3 villagers dead this game. The Basilica Wagon, fortunately for him, is able to construct there. That could have been pretty bad for him. If Ace stuck around a little bit longer with this army, that could have been a dead Basilica, because these units definitely could have sieged that down in time. But yeah, definitely not going to have, not going to be taking that down anytime soon. Let me see there. We got another outpost coming up here from the Architect. It looks like he's paid for the faster construction there with that Architect. So now going to be building another outpost. We've got so many outposts coming down right now. Double building these outposts with the 2 Architects, just rushing these up. And it looks like the Basilica is going to get focused down here by Ace. He's losing a lot of army, though. We see he's lost all of his Axe Riders, at least, unless he's he saved them. Never mind, but he's losing a lot of army here, though. We see these 3 outposts. I believe this back one can't shoot. But even so, Ace is finding a lot of value with this. But double outpost, TC Fire, starting to do quite a bit of damage. If Ace can manage to take out this Basilica, I think it is worth it. As we see yet another outpost going up. But honestly, Ace has found a lot of value here with just the idle turn. We see 12 vills sit inside that town center. We got another Lombard coming out for him. Needs to be careful here. Ace, he's going in for the kill, it looks like, on this Lombard. Takes out another outpost there. But we do see he does lose double two Axe Riders there. But the Basilica, it goes down with only 3 Club Warriors left. Huge value right there for Ace. Honestly, Ace is looking in a really good spot here. But we all know the Italians, extremely strong civilization at the moment, especially the later they go into the game. So Ace is really looking to clean this one up nice and early up, right? You don't want to let this game go on too long. But 4 outposts up, as well as TC Fire. Yeah, that's something you can't really push now if you're Ace. But Basilica number 2 going to be constructed here on the north side. We've also got another card coming through here, which is going to give 1,000 food into Lombards, which will give you the coin and the food like a Lombard usually would. So nice little card right there. Huge amount of value right there. 1,000 food is a lot, especially when you get so much gold and wood back from it. But it looks like the Basilica number 2 is under a lot of pressure now. But can the outposts actually reach? Yeah, it seems like they can. Oh, maybe not. They're currently shooting at these. The Seton Bowman. Got the name of those guys for a second there. But look at this. This is just the complete tower spam right now. Ace is facing a little bit of a turtler. And we do actually see the score is still ahead for him. But, you know, Lakota, they do underscore. And I've seen some people say that the Italians don't overscore. So, but Ace is doing a good job behind this, right? He's captured up 2 trading posts. We see he's got 2 up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3rd coming through from him either. Let's have a look, see what his wood count is at. Yeah, he's a little bit of wood away. I assume it's going to be for another one. Honestly, behind you, just capture up all 4. And just go for what's it called? Caravan trade. I always get the names confused for these trade routes when they're not just, you know, the regular trade cart and whatever. But we see here these Seton Bowmans being a real pain here, causing a lot of idle time. Ace is starting to catch up in that score. But Ale, I mean, he still hasn't made a single unit this game. He's just booming here. Well, I wouldn't say this is really booming. This is just turtle. This is full turtle mode. And have a look at this. This Okay, these are houses. I thought these were, I thought that those were more outposts for a second. So like, oh my goodness, and we got more outposts. But no, these are just houses. But this is absolutely crazy here. But Ale, he's going to have some issues soon because he's going to start to run out of food. Let's take a look at his resource bank. We see he's going to have enough to get up to that castle age. Sorry, not castle. Fortress age. God, AoE 4 is in my mind at the moment. Yeah, he's going to have enough to get up to that fortress age. And ideally, he would like to get to the industrial age, right? But I have a feeling he's not going to quite get to that stage. So he might have to play it out a little bit more in age 3. Just because Aze is putting on a lot of pressure here. We see he's captured up all 3 trading posts. You won't be able to capture up this one because, well, it's right next to the TC. So 3 is going to be enough for him. We see here the Seaton Bowmen going to be trying to find as much value as they can. But yeah, it's kind of hard to push in under all of these outposts. But Aze, you see he's aging up as well behind this. Going up with the messenger. So, you know, he's going to be keeping up with Ale here. Keeping up with the Kardashians. So, where does Aze go from here? Well, let's see what he's got in age 3. He's still got tons of cards here in age 3. I assume it's going to be into Wakina rifles. Okay, it's going to be the 1k wood first. He needs some sort of siege here, right? It's something that the Lakota definitely do struggle with. Siege, right? They don't exactly have cannon in age 3 here. So, we'll have to see what Aze looks to do. As we see the age up comes through for Ale. Those Pavisa. I don't know how to say these guys. Pavisia. We'll go with that. We'll just call them crossbow. I think most people will call these guys crossbow, but huge amount of crossbow here for Ale with that age up. So he's going to have to hold on for the time being, but we see here the Wakina rifle are coming through from Aze, which means, you know, it's going to be tricky for Ale to deal with this. He's still got a nice defensive base here, but the Basilica is still getting focused down here. If only Ale was able to keep alive the second or the first Basilica, he would be in a much better position. But we see here Aze throwing away a large amount of army right now. We had tons of fire from the outposts here, as well as the crossbows. Those Wakina are going to be losing their lives there, but double town center is through for Ale, so he's slowly making his he's trying to find his advantage here when it comes to his villager count. But even still, he's down by 6 compared to Aze. Aze is on 2 TCs as well. And Aze has 3 trading posts, which now have caravan trade coming through. So I think it's going to be incredibly hard for Ale to try and, you know, find a way into this game. But then again, it's very tricky for Ace to try and finish this game because of this turtle. You know, the Italians and their turtles, it's so hard to beat. Especially when you're playing a civilization like the Lakota. So, you know, the longer this goes, the better it is for Ale. Just because if he gets to that Imperial Age... Wait, sorry, not Imperial Age. The Industrial Age, which, I can't lie, it looks like he's going to be getting there. I think Ace could be in a little bit of trouble. And we see here the Lombards are a huge reason for this. We see 1,600 wood right now in that Lombard. So, you know, it's generating a lot of gold, a lot of food. So, you know, despite Ale not having any sort of food in the base right here, he's still got a huge huge food and gold income just because he sent through some of these cards. And he's, you know, been able to chop a lot of wood, mine lots of gold, so he's had this food coming through from the Lombards. And because of this age up as well, the crossbows here are able to keep him alive. But there it is, the age up now coming through. The Papal Guard age up is coming through. This could be a little bit worrying here for Aze. Let's have a look, see what Aze is up to himself. As at the moment, he's just on 2 TC. He's looking towards an age up as well, but he's significantly further behind than Ale. Which, I mean, it doesn't really make much sense, to be honest, because you're on three trading posts. And they're all bringing in gold, and you're on, you know, 2 town centers as well. But, you know, Ale, he's got the Lombards going for him, so, you know, he's going to be able to get that age up there a little bit faster. But Ace shouldn't be too far behind. But the problem is Ace doesn't really have that many age 4 cards. In fact, he's got barely any age 4. He's got 3 cards in here, one of which is a Bison card. And then, like, these 2 cards, they don't buy you a lot of value right there and then, like you would for the Italians. This is what makes the Italians' industrial age so damn good, right? Because you can grab the 2 Falconets and the 2 Culverins. Probably not your first card, but, you know, it's there if, you know, Ace is playing Lakota, so probably not the card you want to be grabbing. But, you know, Burglar Siri, we got PayPal Bombards you can send in. You know, just so many good cards here for the Italians. And he's also grabbing himself the PayPal Lancers right now as well. In fact, he's sending in double PayPal Lancers right here from, I believe the... Where's he sending this in from? He's sending it in from somewhere. Is a card? But we see the age up does come through. PayPal guard. 12 of them out on the field. You can always look to grab some upgrades here on the outpost as well. But I think he's just going to be focusing his attention onto just massing, right? PayPal Lancers are now through. You see 3 of them already out. We've got another 3 on the way here as well. Which, yeah, he's also got another shipment in the queue. So maybe he looks... I'd assume it to be... Okay, so he's sending through the Florentine finances first, which gives you 3,000 coin into your Lombards, which is huge. But look at this mass. It is absolutely crazy how the Italians can do this, right? They've just been sitting in the base here. They haven't had to move out. And they're now age 4 at 15 minutes. And they've got PayPal Lancers out. They got more on the way. They got, you know, 3,000 gold about to be deposited into their Lombards. They got a huge amount of just everything, right? It's so hard to try and deal with this. He's had a great start at the beginning of the game, right? He was able to take out, I believe, 3 villages. He was able to take out a basilica. He was able to establish map control. He took out, you know, he was able to control 3 trading posts. He's been on 2 TCs. But despite that, the Italians, they've just been sitting in the base here. And now are looking in a commanding position right now as we have PayPal Arsenal coming through as well. So we've got 6 PayPal Lancers out on the field, 10 crossbows, 12 PayPal Guard. We've got 3 more PayPal Lancers on the way as well. So honestly, I think Ace is going to find it hard to deal with this. We'll take a look, see what he's up to, because he's in the industrial age as well. So he's grabbing his elite upgrades. We see elite Wakina rifle is through, as well as elite club warrior. He's making more club warrior, as well as just going very heavy on the club warrior. It makes sense, right? You want to be trying to counter these PayPal Lancers as much as you possibly can. Unfortunately, the explorer does go down for Ace, so a little bit unfortunate right there. But Ace, I mean, at the moment, he's not looking in a terrible spot. I mean, we don't have any sort of massive siege through from Ale. He's making Burglar Siri. Bursagaliri. Kind of a tricky name to say that, but he's making quite a few of these guys. But I think the big one here is that we haven't had the 2 PayPal Bombards coming through quite yet. As soon as this comes through, I mean, maybe we'll see the factory come through first, but we did actually see the PayPal Arsenal got sent through instead of the Florentine finances. So didn't get the 3,000 gold in the Lombards. Prioritized the PayPal Arsenal instead. So we'll have to see if he goes for the factory wagon or the PayPal Bombards next. He's got a shipment in the bank. So I'm not exactly sure what he's looking to save this one for. But yeah, not looking to spend it quite yet. That Basilica is going to be going down here. It's a huge value there for Ace. Very, very nice for him. But Ale, he's looking ready on the south side here to push onto Ace. But Ace has been given him actually quite a bit of time here to mass up. He's got a decent number of bow riders here, as well as rifle riders. Wakina rifle in there, as well as a ton of club warriors, which, you know, taking down that Basilica was actually pretty huge. But Ace, he's going to be dealing with this huge amount of PayPal Lancers. And I think it's the PayPal Lancers that are really the scary factor here for Ace. As we see now, Ace is going to be pushing in here, looking to take out some villagers here. Burglar Siri going to be able to take out quite a few of the army here, as the Burglar Siri do actually counter everything here. So it does look like Ace is going to be just having to retreat back for the time being. But look at this huge, massive PayPal Lancer. 12 of them. Like, it's so hard to try and deal with this. Ace is going to be losing some villagers here. His Explorer also does come back into action. That trading post looking to get taken out. And I gotta say, this is looking pretty scary right now. Ace is going to be moving into the north with some Club Warriors. We see here plenty of Bow Riders through for Ace, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here. This mass is just looking so scary from Ale. You know, he's still ahead in score. Score obviously doesn't mean everything, but Ace at the moment, you know, Ale's on 45 bills. Ace is at 62, so he's quite a bit ahead. But it's just this army mass. I wish we could see army value in the UI here, because the army value here for Ale would be so damn huge. So Ace is sending through cavalry combat. He's going to need this upgrade. He needs this upgrade in as soon as he possibly can. You know, he's got a huge amount of cavalry right here. He needs to try and jump on top of this army. He needs to try and clean this one up, because we see here, he's still finding it very tricky to penetrate the base here. As the Basilica gets set up once again. More and more outposts are through. Ale is back on the food source, so he's got food accessible to him now. So Ale at the moment, it looks like he's going to be retreating back to the bases. Ace is looking to just jump into the base of Ale right now. That is a huge mass of cavalry, especially bow riders, champion bow riders. So yeah, I mean, Burglary are here to try and deal with these. I think Ace is finding it a little bit tricky to try and deal with these Burglary. Such a tricky unit to try and deal with. We got more bow riders. Oh, actually, we've got axe riders coming through from Ace right now. This is exactly what he needs to try and deal with this skirmisher unit. But at the moment, Ale isn't really... He's not really diving anything. You know, with this army, you could usually think about diving, you know, this second TC. Especially if you have, like, PayPal Bombards, which, I mean, Ale doesn't actually have yet, which is a little bit surprising to me. Double or triple mill is coming through for him, which I think they're just being built by the architects. But Ace is trying to find as much value as he possibly can here with just finding villager kills. But it looks like Ale... not going to be retreating back here. The trading post not going to be getting up, unfortunately. Outpost fire going to be significantly helping out here. But honestly, why haven't we seen the upgrade coming through from Ale yet? I'd love to see this upgrade coming through. Frontier outposts. Just, it'll be such a huge upgrade here to try and defend up against this, especially because you've got so many outposts. But Ale looking to try and find a little bit of value here. Going to be able to take out a couple units right there. As we see, this second TC will be going down right now. No villages to be found over here, though. But a community plaza, as well as a corral and a marketplace, will get taken out. Not a huge deal, but... I mean, Ale's army really starting to mass up now. Just the amount of Burglary and more PayPal Lancers coming through, as well as a factory now. It's looking a little bit scary. But then again, you know, Ace has still got a pretty huge mass here, and this is what I like to see. This is what we need for Ace. A huge amount of elite axe riders right now are through for him. How many has he actually got here? Let's take a quick look. He's got 21. So what Ace needs to try and do now is he needs to try and find a good surround onto these Burglary with the axe riders, right? It's extremely hard though. I mean, the amount of PayPal Lancers and PayPal Guard here, it just makes it very, very tricky. So Ace needs to find a good timing here, because this is a scary mass. Like, the Italians with their masses, it's just kind of crazy. We've got even more PayPal Guard coming through, more Burglary coming through. Just the amount of units that Ale has right now is absolutely huge. Ace is at 70 builds compared to the 61 of Ale. So Ale's actually done a decent job at finding that villager, well, not lead, but he's catching up with it, right? Because Ace... he lost that second TC. He's lost some villagers to, you know, just some builds out on the map. But it looks like we're going to be having a bit of a clash here. Ace not paying attention, I don't think. In fact, neither player looks like paying attention here. The PayPal Guard going to be getting their stabs out. Burglary need to be focusing down those bow riders on the backline. More and more units coming through. I think Ace has this, though. I mean, the mass he has here. He's got through the important cards as well. We saw that cavalry combat did come through for him. As soon as he takes out the PayPal Guard here, His Axe Riders are just going to have a field day on top of these burglar series. We see that surround is now happening. Ace with the huge mass here. Going to be able to absolutely destroy the remaining army of Ale. Ale looking now in a terrible position. I don't think he was paying attention. Those PayPal Lancers right at the beginning of the fight were just sort of running around the army of A's. And as a result of that, it gave A's the perfect opportunity to try and just win that fight with the nice surround there of the Axe Riders. And now Ale losing a ton of villagers right here. He's down to 54. More and more workers going to be going down. PayPal guards here to try and defend it. We do have the upgrades have come through for the outposts, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough here. We see finally A's starting to recover on that score count. Obviously, again, score doesn't matter that much, but still a nice indication, right? But A's, look at the army coming through from him right now. It's a huge amount. And we just see here villagers going down left, right, and center right now for Ale. And we see he's going to be keeping a lot of his army alive still. Just because of these frontier outposts. We see he's got quite a few of them still alive here. That Basilica will be going down. Minutemen yet to be called. I don't think... yeah, Ale doesn't actually have enough gold in the bank to be able to call them. Plenty of burglar series still out on the field. Frontier outposts, or actually any outpost and TC fire in general, do bonus damage versus cavalry. So it's kind of tricky for the Lakota to push in under this with this kind of army. It's because these outposts and TC fire are just going to be doing so much damage. But still, Ace is finding a lot of value here, taking out a lot of the army here. So much army going down here for Ale. We see here, Ale, he's down to the south side here, but so much idle villagers, so many idle villagers. I mean, he's got some food over here, but it's so close to Ace's base. But Ace is just going to be retreating back for the time being, looking to remass. But in saying that, you know, his remass is coming through extremely quick. His economy right now is on overdrive. He's up to 75 bills. He's sending through bison. Like, the bison right now is huge. He was on the community plaza as well, but it looks like he's moved the builds off. He's now on to just, you know, looking to mass up as much as he possibly can. Looks like he's going to be sending some back now as he's going in once again. Probably going to be setting it to, yeah, to torch. To the torch one. I don't know what's this called. I don't know. I just call it the torch one. Basically, you do bonus damage versus buildings. But we see there the frontier outpost doing a lot of damage still, but definitely worth it taking out the basilicas. Basilicas, it just gives so much value for the Italians, right? So I don't know what's going on here, but we got a little bit of a stable get together. But interesting now that Ale's looking to go into cavalry. He's dropped down quite a few stables. He's also got through his factory now. Uh-oh, that could be risky. That could be risky. Ace, you know, he's been burning a lot of stuff down this game already. But yeah, let's see what cavalry's got coming through. So he's got dragoons coming through. But yeah, the gold's a big issue right now for Ale. He doesn't have any gold available to him. And he doesn't even have the guard dragoons. So even the few dragoons he does have through, not going to be that great. Lombards, I mean, you probably could stick some more food in there. At the moment, it's only food and gold. So probably stick some wood in there. Get that food and gold pumping a little bit better. The walls are going to be going up here. So good job here by Ale, just keeping Ace outside of the base. But look at the PayPal guards right now. This is just not enough here. We've got 5 dragoons coming through. We see that they're doing some decent damage, but I mean, yeah, up against a mass like this, you definitely need more than just 5, and you definitely need that guard upgrade as well. We'll take a look to see what Ace is up to at the moment. He's just trading up more and more Axe Riders. Huge amount of army coming through. He's almost at max population. And we probably could think about this upgrade coming through. Where is the... yeah, he's got the Explorer alive, so you could think about this upgrade here. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that one, but Bison is going to be the way for him. And now we've got the captured howitzers coming through. So the mortars here going to be able to do a great job here, slowly sieging down this stuff. And Ale at the moment doesn't have any sort of arsenal down, doesn't have any, you know, doesn't have any artillery foundry. So he's not going to be able to deal with these at all at the moment. His best option is going to be probably dragoons. unless you can somehow dive it with PayPal guards. But yeah, honestly, I think A's is looking in a really, really good spot here. But knowing the Italians, there's always a way back in for them. But A's at the moment, look at the mass he's got right here. This is a huge army. PayPal guards trying their best to hold on here. Frontier out, or fortified outposts doing a great job here. Their area of effect damage just does a huge amount, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough here. Dragoon's going to be walking in, trying to take out those mortars. Just a huge amount of damage that they do, but yeah, Ace, he's got the army here. We got the attack dance coming in now, so that's going to be really helping out Ace here. Honestly, I think you just keep it to this. We've got increased production coming through for him now, so just looking to pump out a few more units, but I think the attack dance could be just keeping it on that, or maybe even just going for the siege dance and trying to just focus down some of these outposts as quickly as you possibly can always be a nice option here. But we see here the Dragoons going to be slowly being peppered down by the Rakina rifles, by the bow riders, and I feel like it's only a matter of time now for Aizamk. You know, he's got the howitzers here doing a huge amount of damage. We've got more and more Dragoons coming through. Do we have guard upgrades through from El yet? He does. Okay, that's good. That's good to see. It's good to see. He's just going mass Dragoons, but we see the TC goes down. Ale does still have this one in the base, but he's only at 57 builds. We see Ace is still significantly ahead. It's up to 87, and he's only on 1 TC. Well, he's only been on 1 TC for quite a while. But yeah, Ale looking in a rough spot. 13 idle villagers here as well. More and more barracks is getting dropped down, and you've got more Belgalassiri being dropped down or being constructed here. But we've got plenty of TPs coming through as well here, being constructed at the front line. Double howitzers still alive here. I mean, if you're Ale, you really want to try and take these guys out. I mean, maybe you try and just dive it here with the Dragoons. Just because that buys you so much time, right? Right now, what Ale has going for him is the fact he's got these outposts alive. That is really what is keeping him alive right now. I mean, Ace has done a great job this game, just keeping Ale in the base here. You know, he's had map control the whole game. He's had these trading posts, which he can actually grab this one as well. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't grabbed this one, but we've got another marketplace being dropped down on these silver mines. So, you know, Ace has plenty of resources available to him, whereas Ale, you know, he doesn't really have much. He has wood and food. No gold whatsoever, but he's still getting gold because he's got Lombards. Lombards kind of crazy. You know, plenty of wood in there, granting him tons of food, tons of gold. And we see here, these mortars just able to do so much damage. You see the first couple, or the next two outposts going to be going down here. So now Ace can probably think about just going in with the army here, just sieging down the rest of this stuff. But I guess he wants to try and stay near the TPs. But Ale looks like he's going to be losing a lot of his Dragoons here. We see Ace, he's just going in for the dive. And with this mass this big, he can definitely do this, right? Look at the villagers here for Ale as well. Even if this is an unfavorable fight for Ace, he's just got a big enough mass to where it doesn't really matter. So Belgalassiri still coming out here from Ale. But yeah, just the villagers going down. He's down to 50 with those mortars on the back line as well. Still taking out plenty of outposts. We've got another shipment coming in here from Ale, but at this point, what do you grab? Maybe honestly, at this point, you probably do want the two culverins, right? Just to try and take out these mortars, but huge value right there for Ale. But it doesn't matter, right? Ace, he doesn't care. He's got a huge economic advantage. So he's okay taking these bad trades because he knows that in the long run, they're still the better trades. I'm kind of surprised that Ace hasn't managed to find these villagers down here. Or look to try and take any of this out. Maybe looks towards that now. As we've got more and more units coming through. Look at the amount of units coming through from Ace. He's just pumping these guys out. Sending through red shirts now. So it improves the damage of all Italian musket and rifle infantry. Maybe could have done with this a little bit earlier on. As the Belgalassiri, I mean, the mass, it's not quite there anymore. At this point in time, I feel like Ale is barely holding on to this. As you see, that gate. I don't know why this is being focused down, but, you know, I guess I guess that is the way it is. You probably want to be focusing down these outposts, to be honest, but it looks like only one mortar is alive now. Honestly, Ail's having somewhat of a... I don't want to call this a comeback, but like... I'm amazed at how well he's managed to hold on here with what he's been given, right? He's just in the base here with his Lombards, with his factory. The factory is actually providing a lot of gold as well. But yeah, this is absolutely crazy here. And we see here, Ace is finding it really tricky to just push into this. The outposts and the burglars here are just doing so much damage. And we really need more howitzers here for Aizamk. He's just making more Wakina. Getting through lots of his upgrades now. And there we go. Find the raid. He found it. Now we're going to see that villager count take a huge dive. It's a really, really nice value there for Ace. Not that he really needs it at this point in time, but I feel like at this point in time, you just want to be massing up Axe Riders. You know, Ail doesn't have that many Dragoons here. Obviously, 12 still not bad, but just going mass Axe Riders and just diving the base and just trying to take out as much army and villagers as possible. But Wakina Rifle also great unit here. That howitzer still taking down a lot of these outposts. It's absolutely crazy how well Ail has managed to stick in this. I mean, it kind of shows the power of the Italians, right? This is what they're good at. They are just relentless. Like, Ace is one of the best players in the world. And Ail, he's a good player, right? But he's certainly no Ace. But, you know, it's crazy how well the Italians are able to just stick in this game. Unfortunately, it does look like Ace is going to be losing out on his howitzer. That's a feels bad. You definitely want to keep that alive. Because, yeah, what else are you going to siege down now? I mean, Ail's down to 30 vills. So I don't think there's a way he can come back into this at this point in time. I think it's been that way for quite a while now. Ace, he's up to 30. Oh, no, sorry, not 30. He's up to 99 compared to the 26 of Ail. So I think this is the end of the road for Ail. But the question is, does Ail look to just stick in this for the sake of sticking in this? Right? We see this quite a bit with some players where they look to just stick in it. Just... No, why not? See how long I can stay in it for. And, I mean, yeah, the rest of the builds are just chilling over here. 11 of the 26. The rest are sitting inside the TC, I'd expect. Or just sitting at the back of the base here. So, yeah, this is definitely the end of the road for Ail here. But he's still sticking in it, which, I mean, fair enough to him. We got more captured howitzers coming out from Ace, which, yeah, definitely what we need to see. We need to see plenty of these. Honestly, I'm surprised Ace hasn't just been spamming these out. I guess they are quite heavy on population cap, but there it is. Finally, a GG's called. Ail going to be tapping out. Ace going to be taking the win here up against one of the craziest Italian turtles I've ever seen. If you did enjoy this game, consider subscribing, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.